All right, guys, just some instructions on what to do when we get to week 5. Um, in the week 5 folder, when it becomes available, there's going to be the first lecture test, the first lab exam, and this digestive system disorder homework. Let me just explain what these things are going to look like. Well, this is going to be the lab exam. The lecture exam test booklet. So when you click on that, the Word file should open up. And it'll look like this. You'll have some questions. That's all. Now, what I would do is I would minimize this window, and then you have all the questions on one side. The answer sheet is going to be the other document. So if we go back here, it says the answer sheet. Let's open up that. And when you open this up, I would kind of organize this like so. It's kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. So when you're reading the questions, all the multiple choice, you record these in here using this drop-down menu. So you would choose A, B, C, or D. When you do that, it gets recorded. Now, these aren't really the answers. I'm not reading the questions, but you would just do that until you get them all done, 1, 2, 3, all the way to 25. For the matching, it's right in here. This is the statement. You pick across the correct term. And then lastly, for the recorded response, if we go for the extended response, if we go to the very end, there's some extended response questions. I gave you 7. I want you to do 4. So pick any 4. Just let me know which number you're doing out of the 7. And then you're going to record your answer here. So you could just, as you start writing your answer in, you'll see the box will get bigger and bigger. Now remember, I want this to be submitted as a PDF file. So what you would do then is file print to PDF, and then whatever pages you want. And then when you hit print, you're going to save that to your computer wherever you want, and then you're going to pull it up and submit it like that. All right. Okay. The lab exam, again, we have a questions booklet. It comes in the form of a PowerPoint. The lab exam, when you open that up, the answer sheet is this. It's the same thing, a bunch of pull down drop menus. So really what this does is it makes the lab exam more of a multiple choice exam. And you can see that as we go through the different questions, it changes the options. The only 2 questions that are going to be fill-in are these last 2. So you're going to have to write the answers in on these boxes. When you're done from your lab book, make sure you include these pages highlighted here. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to use your phone. There's a function, if you have an iPhone like I do, you use the notes. If you just hold down the notes, where's the notes? Right there at the top. There, that one right there. If you just hold that down, oh my God, I'm the worst. If you hold it for like a second, this little menu appears, and one of those is scan document. So just scan the documents in your textbook with your phone and then email them to yourself, and make sure that you are, they're going to already be in PDFs. So make sure you include all of these pages when you submit the lab assignment. All right. So these questions, these 15 questions, 1A to 15D, is going to count for 55%, and these lab pages are going to count for the other 45%. So that shouldn't be much of an issue. Lastly, we have this disorder homework. Now, I've given you some disorders down here. Um, these are just examples. If you want to pick one of these from the list, you're welcome to. If you want to, if you find another disorder or disease that you want to write about, you could do that too. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't really matter. But what you're going to do after you pick one, you're going to go to the discussion forum in Blackboard. That discussion forum, the same one where we introduced ourselves during the first week of school. And you're going to announce which disorder you have chosen. I'm reading this under here, number 1. Give a very brief description of the disorder, and then just tell us why you chose it. All right. What I'm trying to avoid is having many repeats. I don't want everybody choosing the same thing. So if you'll see that, let's say you want to do heartburn. If you go to the discussion forums and 3 people chose heartburn already, don't choose that one. Pick a different one. All right. If one person chose it already, fine. Okay. But I don't want to read, between 2 classes, 10 presentations about heartburn. All right. And what you're going to do is you're going to put together slides. This is how I want the slides to be arranged. So there's going to be 8 slides in total. This is the rubric here. You'll get 2 points per slide if you do it, thoroughly. But your first slide is going to be the name, and you're going to describe the disorder and name the disorder. Let's look at the slides. I gave you a template that you can use to kind of guide you. And right here it says the homework template slides. And I would just use this, you know what I mean? If you make this bigger, it says this is a template for you to use. So, erase that. You want to put your name on the front, the name of the disorder, the description. Choose a nice design, make it look nice. The one slide is going to be what causes the disorder. What are the symptoms? If there's a cure or a prevention, write about it. How does this disorder affect one's quality of life? If you have this, how is life going to be different for you, if it will at all? Find some illustrations, find some pictures. Give us an idea of what this might look like. Whatever references you're using, just cite them. And now this one, you could just put together 3 questions based on, if you were to be a teacher and you gave this presentation to your students, put together 3 questions that you might ask your students to that would quiz them on the main ideas. 3 questions there. That's pretty much it. It shouldn't take very long. What I don't want you to do, I don't know if you guys notice this, you don't see this, but there is a plagiarism filter in the assignment. I can show you what I'm talking about. Under the submission details, I did select check submissions for plagiarism. So if you submit this, the program will read it and let you know that, hey, man, this isn't your work. You know what I mean? So it's going to let you know. So, try to use your own words. Don't just copy and paste from other assignments, because I'm not going to be able to grade it like that. So keep it original, make it look kind of cool. It's just a homework assignment. If you look at the rubric, every slide is worth 2 points, 10 points, 10 slides total. There's 8, I forget what it is, but when we're all done, it's 20 points. So each of these are worth 20 points. All right. The rubric can break it down better than my memory. All right. And then, of course, what I want you to do when you're done, let's say you have your slides all done, what you can do is, it would be nice if we could submit this as a PDF also. So again, we do that by hitting print to PDF, print all slides. And what else would be nice if we could do maybe 2 slides, choose 2 slides per page. That would be great. And then you'd want to save that and submit it like that. All right. Yeah. Try not to submit it as as a PowerPoint. Submit it as a PDF. That'd be easier for me. Okay. So 3 assignments. Not too bad. I think you shouldn't have any problem with these. However, if you have any questions, you know where to find me, right? On my little handheld supercomputer, I get emails, and I try to do my best to respond. But yeah, good luck. So the due date for the lab exam is going to be, I forget now. Let me see. What did we say? Let's look at the lab exam here real quick. The due date is the 26th by midnight. So the 26th is Saturday night. All right. So it's going to be available Sunday. So you'll have an entire week. The lecture exam is the same thing. And the homework, let's see what the due date of the homework is because I kind of forget. It's probably the same thing though. 26. Yeah. So Saturday night. So you have these 3 things are going to be available Sunday to Sunday. All right. So that should be okay. All right. Good luck. Have fun. I look forward to reading these homework assignments. I think they're going to be pretty good. I'll introduce the assignment on the discussion forums, and then you guys can begin picking them and describing them and talking about why I chose it. All right. Bye.